Hey YouTube, Matty's Daddy 12 here with a card review, I guess. Hot tech coming up. I'm actually writing an article about this card for Legit YGO, so make sure you head over to legitYGO.com and check out all the YGO articles there, along with everybody else's articles too on the site. But make sure you read mine because I like mine. But we are... we're just on the horizon. We have the release of Crossed Souls. I think it's the name of the next set. I don't know. Anyway, the next set's coming out here real soon. And in this next set, we're getting several cards that are going to help out the meta and change a couple of things and everything. But it's really not going to change a lot of things. But one card that we are getting is, and I got it pulled up on the Wikia because... well, one, the card's not out yet, and two, just kind of lazy. It is El Shaddai Anoilitlis. I don't know. I can't pronounce it. I don't know. It's the new Shaddai water monster. And I'll learn how to pronounce it after everybody else pronounces it for me, because that's how it works. Unless it's Karen Gorgian, I still can't pronounce that one right. So, whatever. But yeah, the new El Shaddai Water Fusion. And like I said, I got it pulled up here, and I'll let you guys know what it does. One Shaddai monster and one water monster must first be fusion summoned. Neither player can special summon monsters from the hand or graveyard with spell or trap effects. If this card is sent to the graveyard, period. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one Shaddai spell or trap card and add it to your hand. So, this card is going to be extremely difficult for Necros to deal with. It's also going to be, rather difficult for just Shaddai monsters or Shaddai players themselves to deal with, because a lot of their plays, were built off of, falcoing back some cards, some monsters, and you're also, some people with the Star Seraph stuff are playing Call the Haunted at 2 in the Shaddai decks. I'm not a big fan of that idea either, but again, the biggest thing is this guy's going to be a rather difficult card to deal with. So one card that has been gaining some popularity with a big push from Mack Smith. He's on the Real Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist. It's a Yu-Gi-Oh! Group, a Facebook group that I'm on. He's also in the Zodiac. He's been making a big push for this card, so I'll tip my hat to him. He's making a big push for this card. This is a card that I heard a little bit of rumbling about before I started seeing his posts, but nobody has been pushing as hard as he has for this card, and that is Shock Troops of the Ice Barrier. I jumped on it real quick. Like I said, I heard a little bit of rumbling about it, so I went ahead and picked them up so I could have me a play set whenever this hype does hit. And they're floating around like 25 cents to 30 cents right now. On TCG Player. They're actually around $3 a piece on eBay right now, so the hype is really starting to hit right now. So what does the hype got to do with this card, and why does it connect it to the El Shaddai fusion, and what does this card have to do with anything in the meta, the upcoming meta? I'll let you know. Here's the deal. Shock Troops of the Ice Barrier is a water level 3 spellcaster, and let me read you his effect. You contribute this card to select one face-up water monster on the field, destroy it, and add one Ice Barrier monster from your deck to your hand. So, let me see if I can't get you guys a good picture on that card. So what does that do for you? If you need to answer the Shaddai water monster, this guy does it. You pop it off, destroy the Shaddai monster, and you get to add another copy of itself to your hand. Why is that significant? So if you are playing this in Shaddai's, it gives you an out to the Genlock in the Necros matchup, because all of the Necros monsters are waters. So this gives you an out to any of the big Necros monsters. Gets them out of your way. If your opponent's setting with a Valk on board or a Trish on board, or if they're still playing Decisive Armor and they just got a big monster in your way, you can summon this guy. Say you're playing Shaddolls, you can summon this guy, pop him off, destroy the card, and then add another copy of this, to your hand. And now you have a water in hand to use to now make the new El Shaddol monster, the water version, which will keep your Necros monster or your Necros opponent from being able to summon from their hand or graveyard. Special summon from their hand or graveyard using the spell or trap cards. So basically this gives the Shaddol players a Genlock of their own. Not only does this give them access to the Genlock of their own, but like I said, it gives you the out to the Genlock too. So is that the only deck that this is going to be used in? Is the Shaddol deck? Probably. I guess I could see you using this in Necros. The issue is if you destroy the El Shaddol monster with this, then it goes to the graveyard and they get to add a Shaddol spell or trap card back to their hand. So if you're running Necros, you're probably already running Rhoda. So I guess I would prefer to see this be Exiled Force that you can search for with the Rhoda, or possibly DD Warrior Lady, to where you can remove the monster so they don't get to add the card back. So is Shaddol's the only deck that's going to see this see a lot of play with this card? Probably. I don't want to say that's concrete, but probably. And honestly, with that being said, this card's going to get some hype. It's going to jump in price. Mack's right. This card is good, but it's not going to jump much more than $4. So it's a good card, but it's going to stay pretty reasonably priced, and you're going to be able to pick it up still. But in all honesty, guys, if it's still setting at $0.25 on TCG Player, if I was you guys, I would go over there right now and pick these up, because this card is legit. This card is good. This card, like I said, it's going to be an out to your Genlock. It's going to be an out to the new Shaddol monster, and it's going to add a copy to your hand, allowing you to still have the fuel to tribute off to make your Shaddol monster. So there you go, guys. The next hot little tech card that you guys will probably want to pick up: Shock Troops of the Ice Barrier. And again, we heard it first from Mack Smith over on the Real Kentucky Duelist Facebook group. So again, tip my hat to him for pushing this card so hard. And I told him I'd make the video, so there you go, guys. I made the video for him. Make sure you head out and you pick these up. You're gonna need them. I appreciate it, guys. Subscribe, comment down below, show us how much you love us.